Good morning, everyone. Dear students, good morning, everyone. So today we are discussing about the safety engineering point of the fourth unit. In that fourth unit, very important topic. It's very simple, very simple for maybe nothing but of it most related to the working of heights point of. So the topic name is working on groups, other safety requirements while working at heights. Working on groups, other safety requirements while working at heights. So when we are working at heights, what kind of safety requirements must and should need? So particularly the entire topic name is unit name is working at heights. So particular our topic point of, for example, we are working at heights, nothing but of the particular place of the on the roofs. So that roof, when we are working at roofs, what kind of requirements, safety requirements need? Now we are discussing about that one. So when working on roofs at heights, safety is crucial to prevent injuries or fatalities. Fatalities are here are key safety requirements. So for what he is saying, nothing but when we are working at heights, when we are working at particularly roofs on that one, so mostly having dangerous situations, accidental conditions will be there. Those accidents or injuries and maybe the death rate reducing point of we must and should follow some safety measurements, some safety aspects. Safety must and should required to prevent of the injuries, to prevent of the death rate, to prevent of the accident point of. So what kind of precautions will be there? Requirements, safety requirements will be there. First of all, fall protection system, training system, assess and aggress and weather conditions, roof conditions, personal protective equipment PPE, personal protective equipment, and safety equipment inspections and communication rescue plan. So before going that work must ensure these parameters, these aspects, safety requirements will be there or not, working or not, or maintained or not. So must should check, then we have to be go to work, do our work, do or do whatever the assigned work do. Before that one must and should to inquire, to must and should analyze, must and should it have or not, must and should take an information, take a clarity about that and take some clarity about that one. So next one, so first of all we are discussing one by one. First, fall protection system. So first of all, in fall protection system point of, maintain guardrails. So ensure proper guardrails are in a place to prevent falls, especially at the edges. So see that images. First images represented by the guardrails will be there. Steel ropes will be there very lengthily. So those are the maybe falling time. Maybe unfortunately we are entering dangerous area, dangerous drastic conditions or dangerous conditions. Those are protect our life. Those are save our life. So guardrails ensure proper guidelines are in a place to prevent falls. These are prevent to fall, place for to prevent falls, especially at edges. So next, safety nets install. The second image showing that one, safety nets. For example, we are working on roofs. Okay, unfortunately, the working person will be fell down or lie down, may fallen or maybe slipped. So maybe subsurface not having any net, safety net. The person simply dead. So the person simply injured. So that kind of injuries, that kind of accidents, prevention point of must and should we maintain safety nets. A second image showing that one. So wherever you working at heights, must and should bottom of the area with covered by the with must and should assign a net. That net must and should save our life. So personal fall arrest system, PFAS, personal fall arrest system. So workers should wear a harness harness on land and anchored point. So the system should prevent fall from the more than 6 feet. So for example, a person will be walking at height. So personal fall arrest system point of mustn't should any rope or any thread or any iron chain conquered with a supporting system point of, or maybe first we have to maintain a safety belt and conquered in our backbone, particular backbone area. So then we have to go to work and safely. Nothing but of the falling type of fall related accident or slipping related accident prevention point of these personal fall arrest system will be maintained. So maybe for example the person fall more than 6 feet, it will be injured. Maybe less than 4 6 feet not a problematic. More than 6 feet, but according the safety measurements point of that having 3 meter above will be there, that person seriously injured. So the next one, lifelines. Use horizontal or vertical lifelines secured at a safe anchor to allow the movement. So merchant should use horizontal vertical lifelines to secure to safe anchor to allow the movement. So it particularly maybe the roof is not, maybe sometimes very steep slope will be there, or maybe horizontal will be there. Based on that one, lifeline secured merchant should wear and the safety equipment to easily move and easily work and save our life point off. So that we are called lifelines. So next, so training. So fall protection training. Workers should be trained on fall protection method and how to use safety equipment. Roof safety training. The first training point of fall protection training. One, roof specific training. Two. So first of all, workers should be trained on fall protection methods and how to use safety equipment. First of all, before going that one work, must ensure what kind of equipment we are use. That equipment point a proper knowledge purpose must ensure we should complete a proper training period. At least training certificate must be required to do the work very safely. So that particular point of worker should be trained in that work point of, in that working method point of also. The rule specific training. So training should be covered specific hazards like this slippery surfaces and roofs and walking around the skylights or the chimneys. So maybe roof specific training point of must should with help of training we specific other like was slippery type of surfaces for fragile and roofs point of working around skylights point of must should we take that particular way, that particular working areas point of working situation condition point of we must and should complete proper training program. So next, so access, third one is access and egress. So ladders or scaffold use secure ladders and scaffold. So the first image showing the two people walking in that one, paint doing some paint work on the roof and ceiling point up. So here users should secure ladders and scaffolds that we are called scaffold. So scaffold ladders type of material for safe access to the roof. Ensure they are stable to the, you have to no slip feet. So stay next one, stairways. If possible, use stairways instead of the ladder of the access to the high roofs. So when we are walking a height may be used by the ladders or maybe scaffolds or maybe stairways related of the material to easily walk. Those are maximum prevent by the falling conditions or slippery conditions. Avoiding that way as discussing about avoiding slippery surfaces. Ensure roofs are clear of ice and snow and wet surfaces. Whatever it may be, slippery or avoid slippery surface. Maybe that surface having any oil content or any lubricant content, any moisture content or any wet content will be the water content will be there. Those must should removed as possible as that we are called avoid slippery surfaces. Next, so weather conditions. So particularly based on weather conditions play important role and major role for the working point of at height, working at height point of. So weather conditions most important here. Avoid walking in bad weather. For example, don't work on roofs in high winds time, storms time, wet conditions time, and may cause slippery hazards. Sun exposed conditions also be not to do the work in in the environment, maybe outside. So protect from the sunburn and the heat exhausting with the proper hydration and rest. So first of all, avoid working in bad weather condition point of don't work. Maybe for example, heavy rainfall will be happening. That rainfall time we can't able to work. Maybe any high wind, very warm wind be flowing in summertime. That particular condition also we can't able to work. So maybe high storm, cyclone time, very 90 kilometers per hour to 20 kilometers per hour point of very speedily wind will be moving, storms will be happening. That particular point of also we can't able to walk. So weather kind of bad weather conditions we have that particular time, avoid walking in bad weather conditions. Sun exposed, for example, summer time we can't able to work outside because of the normal temperature simply reach 45 degrees more plus the temperature will be that particular temperature point of we can't able to work properly. So next, roof condition, roof stability. So ensure the roof can support the weight of the worker and any equipment. Roof condition, what kind of roof will be there, the roof conditions and stability and stamina and individual strength point of must and should be analyzed. Warning signs, mark of the areas with unstable or fairly part of the roof. Maybe in that working condition, roof conditions point of roof will be stable, not any problem, but roof having any disability, maybe unstable, having some difficulties, having some problems, cracks, unstable situation will be there. That particular areas must and should be given a warning sign. Don't enter, don't use, don't walk at particular point of a particular area point of immersion should given some sign, warning signs. Sixth one, personal protective equipment PPE. Personal protective equipment PPE. So first of all here, helmets. Wear the helmets. Wear hard hats to protect against falling debris. So non-slip footwear. The footwear, proper footwear with a slip resistant soles or shoes. So gloves, use gloves to the use gloves that offer a good grip and to protect against cuts. So first of all, personal protective equipment PPE point of helmets. Wear good helmet because that helmet, unfortunately, a worker will be fallen second floor to ground floor or maybe ground surface on ground surface. That person not the person head will be safe. Remaining parts will be damaged. Maybe some few months after, maybe 2 months after, maybe 10 months after, maybe 1 year after, maybe can't able to work. But he head will be injured seriously. Went for coma or went for the maybe we went for coma or maybe paralyzed. Maybe sometimes he will be dead. So based on that, maybe seriously head will be injured. So such kind of situations we wear helmet. That helmet maximum protect save our life. So non-slip footwears, for example, the when we are working at height, mustn't should wear shoes. The shoes should be strong and non-slippery condition, non-slippery nature. Must be having non-slippery nature. So next of one, gloves. Use gloves that offer a good grip to protect against the cuts. So first should we are working at height, use some different types of gloves. Those gloves maximum provide by the additional grip to hold the object very properly and perfectly, and maximum giving good grip that one object when we are touching, when we are holding the object, we are getting some additional grip. Okay. Nice. Safety equipment inspection. So equipment inspections, inspection equipment ensure fall protection gears. It is in good working condition before use. Look for tears, frays, and also other damages. Regular maintenance. Inspect ladders and scaffolds and roofs. So material regularly. So first of all, see the first image, magazine inspect checking point of having what kind of situation within that magazine, particularly that equipment, what kind of repairs will be there, what kind of damage will be there, what kind of problems will be there. That all we are noted. Maybe for the standard, particularly OSHS standards are maintained or not. For example, not maintain what they are not maintained, that listed out first of all. And also next one, next image maintenance point of must ensure regular maintenance point of inspect ladders, scaffolding and roofing materials regularly. So in the maintenance point of what kind of drawbacks will be there, what kind of drawbacks and repairs we are listed. First one, inspection time, those all will be replaced and repaired as possible as. So first of all, inspection point of we are check everything, that particular equipment, that particular device point, that particular instrument point of everything is okay. We are do that, we are doing some work, we are using that machinery. Having any little bit problems, any difficulties, we are identified those those difficulties, those problems as possible as we must be replaced, or maintaining time we must replace or must should repaired. Then after we are using that one. Next, communication. Two-way radius use communication device to stay in touch with other workers on the ground or other team members. Clear signals establish a system for the signaling when a worker is about to move or walk in a potentially dangerous area. So the image showing why with the walkie-talkie we are using working areas. For example, very dangerous situations will be there. We are simply warning them, don't go that particular area, don't enter in that area. So warning point of we are information passing. Most of these kind of activities we are doing in mining process point of mining activity areas. So maybe before blasting time we are simply warn them, don't we are doing blasting at particular 6 o'clock. No one there in that particular area, no one enter in mine inside point of those people's life safety purpose. We are giving this communication point used by the walkie talkie. Two-way radius and clear signals also establish a system for signaling when a walker is about to move or walk in potentially dangerous areas. Clear signals. So if you are workable or not workable point of work or not working point of workable or not workable point of, we are given clear information. Stop the work as possible as come to outside of the site. So leave the site. We are doing some work, blasting work, or maybe we are doing some we are identify some difficulties as possible as leave that area point of. We are given clear signals, clear information. Next, for a rescue plan, emergency response plan. Have a clear and practiced plan for rescuing workers in a case of fall. First aid training. Ensure the workers are trained in basic first aid and know how to respond in case of injury. So first of all, rescue plan. First of all, where we must should maintain this plan. Maybe unfortunately, any accident will be happen in that particular area, which entire of the blueprint we have, that blueprint point of rescue point of maybe emergency response plan point of one emergency room or emergency area will be created. Maybe any problem will happen as possible as to leave that work or leave the site, simply enter in that rescue area or response emergency response room. That room maximum we are prepared, not having any effect, not having any damage, not having any effect or any kind of problem. So that problems it will be aware of that particular place, that particular room. So we consider emergency room before we are instruct them workers. So maybe any accident will be happen, any difficult situation will be happen, we are recognized, we are facing. So as possible as leave that work and simply enter, simply reach to the emergency room as well, emergency room or emergency room point of. Or maybe unfortunately that entire area will be affected, will be damaged, it will be smashed. So rescue point of which people will be struck, victims will be there who are affected, victims will be in that rescue operation, in that disaster, in that hazard. Those victims will be saving purpose or excavation point of removing purpose. What kind of plan we are following, that we are called rescue plan. So nothing but have the clear and practice plan for rescuing workers in case of fall. So first aid, maybe some people in that rescue time, in the disaster time, in the hazard time, the peoples will be affected. So those peoples having some injuries, some wounds will be there. Some of the bones will be broken, bones are broken, and also maybe some wounds will be happen, some injuries will be happen. So those are all the first aid treatment point out to have given provide some treatment. Ensure workers are trained basic first aid and know how to respond in case of injury. So maybe how to treat them particular point of first aid training is very necessary. Without first aid certificate, first aid training, a basic knowledge knowledge about the first aid. So the not having any basic knowledge, that person can't to be allowed into the working site, dangerous working areas also. So every worker or employee must and should complete a proper training program. So whatever we are discussing about 9 parameters, we are following safety requirements point of those safety parameters, the safety requirements maximum prevent by the accidents, injuries when we are working at heights. So thank you, I hope understand everyone. Thank you, dear students. If you have any doubt, please text me. I will give a reply as soon as.